Nobody likes to spend time next to someone that smells bad. Body odor is one of the most important auto-perception factors in human beings. If you don't believe me, look at the incredible number of perfume brands available around the world. The best perfumes ever invented were created in places where their population really needed them. But why? Why does body odor smell that bad? So in today's video, I'm going to reveal 6 of the most important reasons as to why you might be experiencing bad body odor or smelling and how to change this naturally and effectively. Hey guys, Dr. Gus here, naturopath, acupuncturist, conventional doctor, and founder of drlandivar.com. In this channel, as a conventional doctor to my patients through natural medicine before recurring to the use of pharmaceutical drugs. So if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and press that bell down below to see notifications and be the first one to watch a new video. If you need a line of appointment quality supplements for your disease, visit drlandivar.com and stay till the end of this video where I'll share extra tips and video links related to this topic. Everyone has a unique body odor, which can sometimes be pleasant or not. When we think about BO, we usually think of unpleasant smells. But believe me, there also are people that smell spectacular. Changes to your body odor may appear during puberty, maybe excessive sweating, poor hygiene, who knows? But some changes may many times be caused by a health condition like bad liver function, kidney disease, or even what you're eating, especially sudden and persistent changes on the way you smell. If you pay attention, this can sometimes be a sign of an underlying health condition. So in today's video, I'm going to reveal 6 of the most important reasons as to why you might be experiencing body odor or smelling and how to change this naturally and effectively. Number 1, diet. You've probably heard the phrase, you are what you eat, or we are what we eat. The foods we eat can sometimes cause a sudden and temporary change in body odor. For instance, many people experience a sudden strong smell in their urine after eating asparagus. That smell usually goes away once your food is metabolized, unless you eat it daily. But if you eat garlic, for example, for an extended period of time, your sweat will start to smell just like it. The overall diet you have directly affects your body odor. The biggest difference comes from the type of foods you are eating. Some research has found, for example, that males who eat a healthy diet that is high in fruits and vegetables have a better smelling sweat, no matter how much they sweat. On the other hand, other individuals that have high carb diets are associated with less pleasant smelling sweat. Bad breath, for example, can be easily occurring with the foods you are eating, especially if you're eating flavors or spices, onions, radishes, or whatever other exceptions you might be having. Just remember that the healthier you are eating, the healthier your diet is, the better your body odor will be. If you need good quality fruit and vegetable extract with 42 different fruit and vegetable foods that comes with every vitamin and mineral you need for overall health and oxidation in your system, and obviously improving body odor, look for multivitamin from Finland at drlandivar.com. Number 2, stress. I don't know if you've ever noticed how stress can produce a stronger body odor. And the opposite happens if you're calm. Stress and anxiety can occasionally cause you to sweat more, leading obviously to stronger body odor. Now there's something that's still an unknown reason as to why this type of sweat smells differently from, sports sweat, for example. Sweat that is a product of stress smells a lot worse, and there's no doubt about that. You might be experiencing that, or you might have in the past. If you have hyperhidrosis disorder, for example, which happens when you sweat excessively and uncontrollably, sometimes due to stress, this is also an effective body odor. Now, according to a 2016 research, hyperhidrosis is a stress-related condition. Many people who develop this condition experience stress, and especially excessive sweating affects their self-esteem and confidence. It's a vicious cycle. Hyperhidrosis is often diagnosed with people with mental health conditions, such as, for example, social anxiety, which may influence the onset of this problem. Number 3, you might have diabetes or kidney problems. Many metabolic disorders, including diabetes, can certainly affect the way you are smelling. For example, people with diabetes have trouble breaking down glucose in the body, and this affects the way they smell. You may have noticed that people with diabetes have a breath that smells sweet, because they have that buildup of glucose in circulation. Now, what's even more impressive is how the room of someone who has diabetes usually tends to smell like apples. And this is a fact. One of the conditions associated with diabetes that also changes the way we smell is kidney failure. Kidney failure puts urea into sweet excretions, while diabetes puts acetone, the same substance contained in polish remover. Now, all these things smell faintly different, and some doctors can even be very good at diagnosis of a patient even by the way they smell. That's all they need. So very impressive, and believe me, it's 100% true. Number 4, hormonal changes. Hormonal changes are a big cause of sweating increases. This is usually seen during puberty, for example, menopause, pregnancy, and many other health conditions. For example, in women experiencing hormonal fluctuations during, for example, menstruation, they can certainly experience changes in their body odor, and they notice it. When estrogen levels drop during menopause, the body often mistakes this as a sign of overheating. This hormone change leads to excess sweating, which obviously changes the way you smell. Now, the most interesting thing about this is that each hormone shift produces a different scent. They're vaguely different, but they are. Most of the time, body odor is just a pesky and unpleasant part of life, but it has many times a lot to do with your hormonal changes that you might have in your body. Your hormone changes and your body smell is very, very important. Don't forget that we have pheromones, and this is an area that is still largely unknown to science, how pheromones can change the way we smell and actually improve our social life and our reproductive life. Number 5, you might have an overactive thyroid. Your thyroid plays a very important role in just about anything in the human body, and this includes body odor. You see, one of the unfortunate things that holds true about body odor is the fact that it's prone to sweating more. This is where your thyroid comes in, because it's also responsible about how much you are sweating or how much water your skin is secreting. Graves' disease, for example, is basically an overactive thyroid where it reacts to an autoimmune system malfunction by going into overdrive. This small gland is the one responsible for regulating metabolism, meaning it tells your skin how much it has to sweat and what smells it has to have. Everything is connected, and if you sweat too much, well, you obviously have to look into your thyroid. Maybe your thyroid is a problem. By the way, thyroid-related sweating often tends to happen at night, so pay close attention to this characteristic. You might have it. In any case, your thyroid should always be healthy, always. That's something you need to look out for, and you may not have it healthy and you don't know. That's something you need to recognize before it's too late. Number 6, cancer. Can cancer really smell? Well, think about it. Dogs are now being trained to smell cancer because it really does smell. Some people with advanced cancer have reported to have unpleasant body odors, but they're typically due to infected cancer-related wounds or, rotten flesh. This can happen in 10% of patients, but many of these patients or other patients do actually smell a certain way, and they actually tell doctors about it. Some women with gynecological tumors do complain of unpleasant smells in vaginal discharges, and that's a fact. This may result from certain acids, for example, which, by the way, are reduced with certain medications or actually exacerbated with medications that change the way we smell. I can tell you I've had terrible experiences with the way of how cancer smells, and let me tell you, that's nothing no one wants to experience. Apart from having that terrible disease, this patient sometimes has to deal with smelling or smell or body odor. And that is very, very rough at times. And help out the channel by giving this video a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends and family. And if you have any questions, leave your comments down below. I'll be happy to assist you. If you need quality supplements for your disease or a line of work, visit drlandivar.com and check out these other videos related to this topic and find valuable information that might prevent a serious health condition in the future. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you soon.